Thank you so much for the invite for me to be here for this summit. I want to appreciate you for that. I'm here as a representative for so many development practitioners out there who have chosen to take on the philosophy of using chess for social change. And actually, I know FIDE, this year, the theme is Chess for Social Change. And this is the work I've been doing for over 2 decades back in Uganda. And from Uganda, where I started from, I've been able to stretch to even other countries within Africa. And even when I was serving at, I remember 2012, when I was serving as the General Secretary for the Social Action Commission, FIDE, we had to really keep moving around the globe to share the philosophy. The work I've been doing has been very, very remarkable, and the theme for this particular session is the power of change, of chess to change lives. I've personally witnessed so many lives that have been impacted through chess, and I'm a living example because I've seen this happen over the years. I want to share a little story of this young man here, Ivan. All these actually, I call them chess legends for now in Uganda. But I wanted to focus more on Ivan, who was in the slums of Katwe in the early 2000s, just moving in the slums, nothing to do, no chance to go for any education, because in Uganda you have to pay to be in school. So when he was moving one time, he landed on a chess program where we were serving meals. His interest was to have a meal because he was always figuring out on how to survive each day. So when he came along, we were able to serve him food, and then he kept around for another cup of porridge. So we told him, would you like to learn how to play chess? At first he was a little bit skeptical, but because of the food, he had to come back the following day. So as days went by, he started learning the basics, and he picked interest in the chess. And then, a few months later, we got an opportunity to go into the national competitions, actually almost close to a year. And Ivan emerged the champion under 15, which was remarkable. A year later, he got an opportunity through chess to get to school. So through the chess program, he was supported and is being able to become an engineer. He's the same guy here at his graduation, all because of chess. He played for his primary school, he played for his secondary school, and then university as well. Actually, he performed so well that he was able to score a scholarship to join college, where he became an engineer and is now serving as an engineer in Uganda. Some of you are familiar with the Queen of Katwe movie. These 3 people here, this is Phiona Mutesi, this is Benjamin, this is Ivan. These 3 all represented Uganda in 2009. They went for the first tournament of their life and flying out of the country to Sudan. And they won Uganda a big trophy. Now, as I speak today, Phiona has been able to graduate. She's actually right now a business consultant working from Canada through chess, and she's a consultant with Deloitte company. Benjamin, thanks to the previous presenter, Benjamin right now is at Duke University. He has started his journey to become a neurosurgeon. Those of you who remember the movie Queen of Katwe, this is the young man who could snap whenever he wins these chess games. So is the real character behind that story. So we've been able to do this work, and thousands of children in the program. You should also remember that Uganda is one of the topmost countries with the youngest population. Actually, 68%, 68.7% to be exact, of our population is all below 25 years. Now, this can be an advantage and a disadvantage, but it's a disadvantage because to access quality education in Uganda, you need to have money to pay for it. And many of them don't have an opportunity to go to school. But chess has been the leeway out for them, most of them. And as you see, these are some of our national tournaments. All these kids are part of the program. 20 years later, we are now serving in 47 centers, having over 4,000 children enrolled in our program on a daily basis. We do a feeding program. We've introduced other skills-based programs and using chess as a tool for transformation. In 2010, still I will try to relate back to the Queen of Katwe movie. When I went to Russia and Kamensky for the Olympiad, I took Phiona, she was 14 years then, and this is the first time I got to see a disabled chess team playing. It really took me by surprise. I said, wait a minute. Many times in my country, the disabled kids are never given a platform. They are always hidden, and many times people don't want even to reveal that they have anyone disabled. So when I went back, I started a strategy of introducing chess in Uganda, and that's how 4 years later, I connected to Grandmaster Luther Thomas, and he came to Uganda, and we were able to launch the chess program for the disabled. But I decided not to call it the Disabled Chess Program, simply because of this. When you look at this young man, John, he's also in the tournament. His limbs are so weak, he cannot even lift anything, but he's able to play the chess game and to compete favorably with other able-bodied individuals. So I realized that as much as some of the children are using their feet, others using their mouth to move the pieces, they were doing the same things we can also do using the hands, but they were doing it differently. So I chose to use the word differently abled, so that I can try to reduce on the stigma attached to disability. And this young man has been able to advance. He was able to represent Uganda, even internationally. So if you see here, this is John, the one who uses his feet or his mouth to play. I will talk later. This is Waswa. These are all kids, and here we're in New Jersey. They have been able to represent Uganda 3 times, 2017, 2018, and 2019, in the World Junior Chess Tournament for the Disabled. And actually, in 2019, they got a silver medal. On top of that, his first time to fly out of the country, it was a little bit surprising. I raised the resources, trying to get the money for them to travel. It was very hard to realize. By the time I got the money, the air tickets for the economy class were all sold. So he had no chance to travel. I shared with some of my friends that I had gotten the money, but unfortunately the plane is full. I can't even be able to take him on the plane. The only available seats are in the business class. So we had to raise the stake. And then he ended up traveling business so that he can go and represent his country. And this has neutralized the stigma that to date, we have 53 children who are playing in the differently abled chess program. And we are also having a full team playing in the Ugandan National Chess League. And we call the differently abled chess team. This is Wasra. Through chess, who had been abandoned by his family. I remember even when I started processing his travel document to get him abroad, everyone could not believe whether it was real, until when he had to come back in the country with a trophy, as you see him holding it. So he was able to get back to school, and he has become a graphics engineer. Right now he's actually doing that, and he's also a chess instructor. As you see him here, he also teaches chess and is paid for that. So chess has totally changed his life completely. And we've been able to do all this because of the generosity and the support of fellow other people. One of my strong supporters is Chess for Life, that is Master Elliot, who actually also did recommend me to be here, and I'm glad that I think he's also going to be here today and representing. Through chess, this is the whole journey. This is the slums of Katwe. This is all how it starts. You just bring the chessboard in the community. They are all drawn to come and see what it all is. And then, from here, we can draw them back to the academy, where they get to have a more structured teaching. And then we set them on a transformational life trajectory where we start to awaken the sleeping genius in each one of them and trying to help them discover the abilities they have beyond the chessboard. One time someone was asking me, Robert, you've been doing chess for a while. How many grandmasters have you produced? I felt a little bit ashamed because I've not produced any. My highest title, I think, is a FIDE master. I told him, wait a minute, I only have a FIDE master, but I've been able to produce thousands of life champions because that's our philosophy. As much as we want to get those who are good in chess, our focus is to produce more and more of life champions. Most of these kids are the pioneers in their circumstances. They are breaking the vicious cycle of illiteracy and poverty for not only themselves, but for their entire family. And it's been remarkable to see them, most of them graduating for the first time. Every year, we celebrate in December for all those who have graduated in that year. Today, as I speak, we have 48 who are in university, and in this December, we are going to celebrate 8 who are also graduating. We have now engineers, we have doctors, we have accountants, we have lab technicians, computing experts, just because chess has been able to get them out of where they were to everywhere. Part of this is the journey we've been able to walk. This is some of the literature. I remember when this book came out, Queen of Katwe. As you know, most chess lovers, they always want to get new variations. What are these? And then they got the book, they realized the philosophy was totally different, because what I was trying to focus on, yes, it's good because chess has a lot to offer. And this is just more of teaching beyond, because chess has a lot more to offer beyond the chessboard, beyond winning a championship, and enabling you, imparting those soft skills you need to face the world we are living today with, it, which is so competitive and so diverse. So chess equips you in doing all this. That's why it is a very powerful tool, especially when it comes to life transformation. And this all depends on the leaders, on the coaches and instructors. Right now, we offer classes on how to integrate life concepts into a chess program so that people can understand on how these two can work. Some of these books can help. I brought some copies for some of you who want to take and see the impact of chess at work. It's A Night Without a Castle. And then we have Queen of Katwe. We also have A Pony's Journey. I know Marcel must have brought some of those books. Of course, these will not give you opening styles of chess, but they will give you how you can be able to integrate the life lessons into a chess program, and then enable your leaders or your learners to thrive in this competitive world we live in today. This is my philosophy, that hope leads to resilience, resilience leads to breakthrough, and whenever you're able to break through, go back and impact lives. Thank you very much.